In this video, we're going to look at how to solve equations with brackets. Okay, there are different ways how to do it. Okay, sometimes you can try and expand the bracket. Sometimes you may want to divide both sides by a number first. But the safest thing is to expand the bracket. Okay, because sometimes dividing both sides by a number doesn't always help. So in my case, in the first example, okay, I need to expand the bracket. So I times 2 by x, that is 2x, and then I times 2 by 3, which is 6, and that equals 16. Now, just like you solve two-step equations, okay, I need to isolate x. So I want to get rid of everything else from the left-hand side, and I want just x on its own. So I want to get rid of add 6. I do the opposite, so I take away 6. Remember to do the same to both sides. So I have 2x equals 10. Now to get rid of the 2 in front of x, remember 2x means 2 times x, I need to divide. Again, remember to do the same to both sides. The 2's cancel, and I've got x equals 5. Okay, in the next example, again, I'll multiply out. So I have 4x, and 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. That is equal to negative 16. Now to get rid of the take away 4, I add 4. Remember to do the same to the right hand side. Now I've got 4x equals negative 12. Okay, 4x means 4 times x, so the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So I divide both sides by 4. 4's cancel. I've got only x left, and x is equal to negative 3. Okay, now the question on the right hand side is slightly harder. Okay, there are more steps. I want to get rid of the fraction first. I want to get rid of this. Now remember, the fraction line means divide, so to do the opposite I need to times. So I times this side by 6 and this side by 6. Now then the 6's cancel, and I have the numerator left. So I have 3 bracket x plus 4, and that is equal 18. Yes, 3 times 6 is 18. And now I follow the same steps. So 3 times x, which is 3x, 3 times 4, which is 12, that is equal to 18. First, I want to get rid of the 12, so I take away 12 from both sides, and I've got 3x equal to 6. Now what I have to do is divide both sides by 3, okay, and x is equal to 2. In the next example, I'm expanding the brackets first. So I do 2 times 1, which is 2, then 2 times negative 6 and x, which is negative 12x, that is equal to negative 22. Okay, now the first thing I want to do, okay, is get rid of the minus in front of x. I have negative 12x. Okay, now I can at this point times the whole equation by minus 1, and then what I get is negative 2 add 12x, and that's equal to 22. Now I could do this, I can multiply by minus 1 at this point, or later I have to divide by a negative number. Okay, and I'll show you in a moment what I mean by that. So now I get rid of this. Okay, it's negative 2, so I add 2 to both sides. Okay, so I have 12x equals 24. to get rid of the 12 in front of x, I divide both sides by 12, and x is equal to 2. Okay, now I can show you different way of solving the same equation from this point here. Okay, now what I'm just going to write it out again so it's easier for us to follow. Okay, and I could just use the same method without multiplying the whole equation by -1. So I have positive 2 in this case, so I take away 2 from both sides. Okay, and then I have negative 12x left, and here I've got negative 24. Now to get rid of the negative 12x, okay, I have to divide by negative 12. Okay, and I have to do the same to both sides. Now the negative 12 and negative 12 cancels, and I have x equal, now because I have negative 24 divided by negative 12, that is positive 2. So you can see that we still get the same answer even though the method is slightly different.